It's happening, guys. We're actually coming close to the day 2 of ProtoPlay Live. There is gonna be one more game shown to you, which has been pre-recorded by the developers themselves, actually. So you'll be able to hear their commentary and their input on the game. And after that, the stream is gonna end. So this is my goodbye to you for today. But I'm gonna be back on tomorrow with the stream at the same time, starting at 11 a.m. in the morning. And yeah, make sure to use hashtag ProtoPlay on Twitter if you are sharing the stream. And bear in mind all the links. You know the drill. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy the next clip and see you tomorrow, hopefully.
The game we've been working on is Supermarket Mayhem. It's a chaotic, cartoony, physics-based multiplayer party game with different game modes and levels all themed around shopping. We submitted a very simple mechanical showcase to Transducer, and over the duration of the competition we built the game from the ground up into the prototype we have now. So this is about 10 weeks worth of work.
Our approach to the art style has been to appeal with vibrant colours with stylized and cartoony themed items and shapes that are exaggerated. Same can be said for the players. Players are able to customize their characters with hats and designs to their trolleys. They're also able to let loose on a semi-randomly generated shop floor where they are encouraged to cause as much mayhem as possible whilst trying to complete game mode objectives. Players can collide with each other, as well as the environment, and chuck all the items in the store around. Some items even have special abilities or power-ups, like a jar of honey can stick people in place, or a bag of flour becomes a smoke bomb. Though there are many more to play with and discover, these are just a couple of what's to be discovered.
As you may be able to see, all of the trolleys have these little cannons on the front of them. This is for launching any items you're carrying out of it while you're on the go. Speaking of trolleys though, you'll want to keep an eye on yours as well, since other players can just come along and take the items out of it. The current game mode that is in and working is called the List. This is the one that you can see in action right now. Players are given a shopping list at the start of the match and must go and collect those items. You can probably see the players pulling up the list on the screens every now and then. You can see the items get ticked off when they're placed into the trolley, and then when you have all the items, you take them to the checkout. Currently though, the detector is not actually on the checkouts itself, it's the weird box outline that you can see there off to the side of them. It's mostly there for the purpose of testing right now, but soon it will be integrated into the checkouts themselves. Once players have added in their items, they get given points and a new list to go and hunt down. Whoever completes the most lists within the time limit is the one who wins. We have some other game modes planned. For example, we have Trolley Shark, where players try to get their trolleys to the checkout, so one person, the shark, will try to steal them. There's also limited edition, which is basically like King of the Hill but on the move. Players seek out an item and try to hold on to it for as long as possible to get the biggest score, while other players will try to take it off of them to do the same.
Supermarket Mayhem was originally inspired by the old Supermarket Sweep TV show. We put a few spins on it and have come up with different game modes and some fun level ideas. There's also inspiration from games like Gang Beasts. Funnily enough, we actually came up with a game before the pandemic started, but has influenced some outfit and item ideas as it's progressed. You may see some of the shoppers in the gameplay wearing the masks.
If there's one thing we could change about the project, it'd be when we started working on the game. We began work at the start of the 10 weeks and built the game from the ground up. We sort of took the time frame of the competition a bit too literally, and we could have started work a lot earlier. In a way, we put ourselves into a bit more of a challenge. That being said, I'm pretty proud of what the team has achieved within the 10 weeks. Everyone has worked hard, and I think we've all learned some new skills just for the project. We've also done all of this remotely, which is something new. We even did all of the local co-op playtesting long distance with the use of software like Parsec. It's the first time we've ever done something like this. The closest thing would probably be the uni projects that we've done, and so I'd say that we've gained some very good experience overall. I'd say our planning helped a lot. It was pretty good and we didn't have to change it during Transducer. The plan was a little flexible, and the main thing was that we aimed to have everything for the prototype done by week 8, leaving us 2 weeks to refine things and give ourselves time in case anything was missing or behind schedule.
We want Supermarket Mayhem to appeal to people who want to enjoy some light-hearted competition with their friends and just have a laugh together. There's not much that really alienates a certain age group, but we are aiming for like the ages 8 and up, with the main audience being those that like scavenger hunts and free-for-all type gameplay.
There's a market and genre forming around games like Gang Beasts, Fall Guys and Human Fall Flat, so that's the one we find ourselves putting Supermarket Mayhem into, even though the genre itself is still sort of forming an identity of its own.
When it comes to playtesting, most of it has been done by us, but we have had a few people give it a go from outside the team. Things are still in the very early stages, so there's still a lot of bugs, and while we're trying to fix them at the moment, testing is more about trying to find out what works and what feels best gameplay wise. For example, in the last 2 weeks of the competition, testing was focused on finding a good control layout and working on making the trolley system more efficient. As you can see, there are some bugs we are aware of, like when the players get hit by a heavy throwable, they get knocked off the trolley and can drop their items. Now the character can recover and carry on using the trolley and picking up items, but the animation currently can get stuck, being in that very wiggly ragdoll state. Well, it's still like an early prototype. We've had some pretty funny moments whilst we've been testing.
If you visit our itch.io page, you can find a downloadable demo with the prototype, as well as a link to a form that you can fill in. You can list bugs that you find, any ideas you might have for the game, and sign up for internal testing further down the line. Or just play around in the game yourself if you want to. There's a lot of future plans for Supermarket Mayhem. We'll set up online servers, as currently it's just local co-op, add in more customization, and work on adding in the other game modes and levels that we planned. We plan for some of these levels to bring in unique mechanics as well, to just mix things up a bit. When it comes to the future plans for Egg Gang Games, we all share a goal of wanting to set up our own company and make our own games. We have a few other games that we have some plans for, and one of which even has a playable prototype developed.
If you would like to know more about the game or even play a little bit of it yourself, you can check out our itch.io and our Twitter at Egg Gang Games. From the Twitter there should be links to both our itch.io and our website, and from there you can find out more info about the team and the game and our other projects, including a link to another prototype we built for a separate IP.
So that's all we have to say for now, but thanks for listening.
This is not just a fish. This